What's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on for Mike here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Realignment Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. And we are out here, man. Year number 6. We are getting that year number 6 going here. Our third season as the head coach of the Michigan State Spartans. And we are coming in with some expectations this season. Number 11 in the entire country so far. And honestly, not much of a difference between us and the aforementioned good old-fashioned, we still have trying to compete for a national championship, as I actually went to the wrong screen. So, big oof by me. But that would get to these the preseason polls, see what we got going on right now. Honestly, from where we are right now, we are not too far off from competing for a national championship. I mean, USC looks like a favorite to win it all, and then Texas A&M, they got themselves a great football team as well. But coming into this year, 5-star program, 88 overall, 86 offense, 88 defense to go with it. We are building a really good foundation here now, really trying to be a consistent playoff contender. But it starts off with this episode, man. This episode, we got to start off. If we want to get to the college football playoff, we got to start off by going 1-0. And we will take on fellow custom coach, Coach Chris Gentry, leading the Mid-Tennessee State Blue Raiders. They are B-minuses across the board. They got some talented players, but they don't necessarily have the depth that we got, so they could challenge us, but I can definitely see us pulling away in the second half. We were a B-plus overall squad, like I said, B offense, B-plus defense, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I am really excited to see what we got here in this first game of the season. I'm really excited for it, particularly. We got some new pieces on offense, and I hope you guys are excited for it as well. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have to be brand new, and I will catch you guys on the field for the opener of year number 6, man. Let's go, baby. Alright, boys, so we are out here, man. First game of the season in Mid-Tennessee State. They start with a football, man, as they go with Matthews on the run, playing to the left inside. All of the space in the world. And Matt Matthews is going to get a 17-yard carry right off rip. That was something I was concerned about going into this season, the defensive line. And they are getting worked early, and it's giving time for Matt Matthews to make some plays. Early Austin does come through and make the tackle for us eventually, but a 40-yard catch. Mid-Tennessee State, they are moving the football with absolute ease, as Matthews will throw again here on 1st and 10. He had a man wide butt naked open, but gets hit as he throws the football, and it will eventually bring up 3rd down. We'll see if we can get that big-time stop here in the red zone. Matthews, all the time in the world, throws it to the end zone. And Josh Pope is going to utilize that 10 toes down movement. Touchdown, Blue Raiders, and Coach Gentry is going to spot 7 against us early on. So we're down 7-0. So now our offense comes out onto the field for the very first time this season, and we are led by a brand new quarterback, Billy Hammond, who is going to be the head quarterback of this football team. Might have to rely a little bit more on that running game. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, we'll go into a 5-wide set. Hammond's going to just scramble for the 1st down. And does manage to get it across the 40-yard line. Is now 1st and 10 coming up. Hammond dropping back. Looks over to the left-hand side. Gets it out to Cortez Mills. Now, that's a name that I have not said much last year, but he will make his first catch of the season, as we will run the football here with Bobby Russ. And Russ is going to be able to find some good space. We'll see if Russ can cook here to start this season. Mid-Tennessee State doesn't necessarily have one of the better defensive fronts in college football, as Russ will run it up again over the middle. Does end up getting lit up like a Christmas tree, but does manage to pick up the 1st down. As we got another 1st and 10. We're driving downfield well. Throwing to the left-hand side, trying to get it out to Chess Mills, and it's gonna again hit as we're throwing the football, forces that incompletion. So we'll run it on the ground here on 2nd down, as Hammonds gets to the outside, picks up some great space there on the perimeter. A 13-yard carry It's a 1st and 10 for the Spartans as we continue to utilize the mobility of Billy Hammond here. He's going to pick up 7 on this carry. He's been doing a very good job, and that's what I really like about Billy Hammond. He adds an extra wrinkle to our rushing attack. He's more mobile than Andrew Gray, who we had last year, as Anthony Thompson will get his first carry of the season, picks up the 1st down. So 1st and goal coming up for us here as Hammond under center. Is going to drop back the pass, going to throw over in the middle, gets it out to Marcus Higgins, but he can't make the catch. Threw it right where Billy Hammond needed to put it, and just couldn't make the play on the football. So now, 3rd and goal. Still from the 10-yard line here. Try to make a play happen. And sure enough, we do just that. Leslie Johnson making the play. Touchdown. We got Michigan State on the board. On the board for the very first time this season. And this game is going to be all knotted up. So now our defense comes back out onto the field here as we try to stop this Blue Raider rushing attack. But we've had some problems early here as Hicks, he's going to get loose with it, breaks some tackles. Patrick Goshwood finally able to bring him down from the back. But a 30-yard rush from a very talented sophomore. They go into the no huddle right away. They're going to stay with the Wildcat formation. We know that the run is coming, but Blue Raiders, man, they are just doing an excellent job of picking up their blocks and winning at the line of scrimmage, frankly. Again, this defensive line is very young. A lot of sophomores and freshmen starting for this team, and they're a talented bunch, but just lack the experience right now. But we do get them to a 3rd and long, force them to settle for this field goal attempt. And it's going to be a 42-yard field goal. Not a guarantee for college kickers, as that is up in the air, and that is going to be no good. The kick will end up being missed, so the score will remain tied. As we get late into the 1st quarter, we did go 3 and out after the missed field goal. We got yet another Wildcat formation. Hicks is going to take it to the outside, breaks a tackle. Goshwood can't bring him down either, and it's a foot race, and Russ Hicks is going to be gone like a girl in a country song. That is going to be another touchdown for Mid-Tennessee State there. I mean, look at this. We had 1 missed tackle. We're going to have a 2nd missed tackle, and then after that, my man had a convoy going for himself. So now we're down 14-7, not where we wanted to be. So our offense comes back out onto the field as we'll start out by running the football with our running back, Bobby Russ. And while we didn't take it to the crib, that's a nice run there. Our offensive line certainly improved from last season, so we should be able to run the football a little bit more efficiently this upcoming season, which I am really excited about. As Bobby Russ continues to net some good yardage, 5 yards a carry. You love that. As now we go back to Russ on the read option. Finds a nice hole right up the middle of the field. And it's a 1st down for the Spartans, who are closing in on 100 yards rushing. But it's also important for Hammond to make good decision. Throws it to the left-hand side. Wesley Johnson out on the perimeter. He does end up being brought down eventually. But it's a 1st down for Michigan State. His 3rd catch of the day already. We'll see if we go back to him. He is an option on the screen. Throws it right. Got some blockers out on the perimeter as Cortez Mills picks up a gain of 8 for us there. As that will wrap us up here at the end of the 1st quarter. And we are down 14-7 against Mid-Tennessee State, but we do got a nice drive. So let's see if we can get this drive finished up and get some points on the board once again, as we'll throw here on 2nd and 2. Trying to locate Wesley Johnson, but overthrew him a tad. So now, 3rd and short coming. Hammond under center, gonna rely on our freshman running back. Bobby runs it up the middle, doesn't get the yards. They will give it to him. That's a 2-yard carry, and that's a 1st down. So moving the sticks slowly but surely, as Russ once again using some pretty nice vision there and fighting for extra yards. It's now 1st and goal as Hammond drops back facing the blitz, but gets it out to the tight end. Mike Holtz, who gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. And that is the first passing touchdown of Billy Hammond as the starting quarterback of this program, the potential face of this football team. So we get it all knotted up at 14 apiece here after the touchdown. And now Tennessee State, they get back out onto the field. We got a 2nd and 6 now coming up. We got a triple option here. Matthews going to pitch it out to Hawley on the perimeter. Surprisingly, not taking it upfield that much. That is a freshman that got the carry. Those Blue Raiders, man, they have some young talent for sure. But we're going to break up this next play, though, as they tried to set up the halfback screen. Nowhere to go with that, and Ryan Herring does end up bringing him down. It's now 3rd and 18. Gonna go in zone coverage, rushing 4. They try to set up another screen. Matthews does a nice job initially climbing into the pocket, and he's gonna have to take a sack as there was an illegal man downfield anyways. So our chance here for us to take our very first lead of the game. A little bit of some struggles early, but it looks like we're starting to find a rhythm on both sides of the football. Is now 2nd and 4 coming. Hammond under center, got trips to the right. He's looking down the middle of the field. He's going to try to throw it over the middle of the field, and it's going to be intercepted. Looking for Mike Holt there, but you saw 87 out of the corner of our eye. He was wide, butt naked open, and Billy Hammond just never saw him. So now Blue Raiders, they take over here after the interception. We'll see if we can force a turnover of our own, but this is not a turnover. Good way to set a tone on this drive. Eventually, it does get it to 3rd and 21 as they try to give Matthews some time to throw it, but he overthrows him. Ryan Herring gets the interception, and how about some prime field position here, as that was a clear overthrow by the true freshman. And Ryan Herring, who's got some experience on him at this point, he's going to make him pay for it for sure. So now we take back over. Billy Hammond did throw an interception on the last possession, as we'll drop back again. Hammond's going to have to take the sack here. Nobody necessarily open downfield. A smart call, even though he couldn't get rid of the football. So 2nd and 22 coming up as Hammond going to scramble again. Thought about getting it out to A, but trusts his legs instead. Not a first down, but it does make it 3rd and manageable. And we have been really good on 3rd down conversions today. We'll see if that remains the same here as 3rd and 5. Looks over to the left-hand side, gets it out. So Leslie Johnson, who wins against the press coverage, and moves the sticks for us. So, despite that long 2nd down play, we keep this thing moving, man. As Russ gets a regular 1st and 10, he could actually run this into the end zone, and he does! Touchdown, Michigan State! And if I'm not mistaken, that is the first career rushing touchdown for Bobby Russ. He's going to have a great college career ahead of him. So now Mid-Tennessee State, after starting 14-7 initially, now 14 unanswered points for us. We'll see how Matt Matthews responds. It's going to be a pitch play as we miss on the initial tackle. That should have been brought down for a loss, but we simply fumbled the bag right there. It's now 2nd and down coming up. They're going to run a halfback swing play. It's Russ Hicks on the perimeter. Nobody really going for him as they just had the perfect call against the blitz. They actually do count that as a rushing play, as Russ Hicks continues to pound us on the ground. He's been doing really impressive numbers in the ground game. 14 yards a carry. You literally cannot make this up right now. It's now 3rd and short. Matthews going to run it on the perimeter, but it's going to be brought down on the backfield. That speed option is going to be sniffed up by Brandon Wiles. So that gives us 2 minutes left to play here in the quarter. And in this first half, a chance to possibly make some things happen as we get it out to Jason Higgins there for the 11-yard reception. A dangerous throw for sure, but the arm talent of Billy Hammond gets it through. And now we'll just run for it on 3rd down. We are less than 2 minutes left to play, but For us, the full playbook is still open. We can still take our time because we still have free timeouts. But I want to get some deep shots in. Haven't connected on a big one yet. Hammond looks over the middle. That's a decent shot. Perry Robinson winning against the linebacker there. And it's another 1st and 10. That being said, we're going to get on the ball quickly here. Trying to get Mid-Tennessee State off bounds. Attempting to give them a taste of their own medicine. We pick up 7 there. And we will finally call our first timeout after the 7-yard rush. So we'll throw here on 2nd down. We get it out to Mike Holt, who does get hit pretty hard, but he will bounce right back up. Now allow us to get back into a no huddle, where we call on Bobby Russ's number, who bounces it outside. Nice little cut back there for a gain of 8. We do take our 2nd timeout of the half. We have one more left to play with. It's now 2nd and 2. Hammond going to take a quick drop back. Finds Cortez Mills there for the 12-yard reception. It's another 1st down. And I want to get one more 1st down before I start slowing things down on offense, as Russ gets to the outside again, as that interior was clogged up initially, but found a way around all of that, as Russ Hicks has over 100 yards rushing already. But we got to get a touchdown for Billy Hammond, and sure enough, we will. The 2nd touchdown for Billy Hammond here in this, 3rd touchdown. Wow, we really can't count, but either way, this is the first half that I was looking for from our offense. 28 on the board already, on pace for sure to get that 50 burger, as that will actually take us down to halftime. We do have a 2-score lead, and we got the ball to start the 2nd half. So welcome back, guys, to 2nd half action here as we now come back into this game. So first play of the 2nd half, we're going to start by throwing it short to Perry Robinson. He'll pick up a gain of 7, as it does seem like Billy Hammond is finding a rhythm here. As we'll go with the play action boot. Mid-Tennessee, they blitz, but we throw over in the middle, throw it behind the defense, or at least behind the blitzers. And the offense moving well early, as now 1st and 10, throwing over the middle. It's Mike Holt who wins against the linebacker. This quarterback, this junior quarterback from Warren, Ohio, he's definitely in sync right now, as we'll throw over the middle. Gets it out to Bobby Russ, but he drops it. He drops a surefire 1st down, and that could stall our drive out. 3rd and 9. We're going to go 5 wide here. Here's to finding somebody open. Looking over the middle. He gets just enough time, and it's Cortez Mills with the 13-yard reception. 1st and 10, as Hammond drops back in the red zone. Looking, gets it out to Cortez Mills again. He's been winning a lot against their number 2 corner, and it leads to 1st and goal. Russ in the backfield. They send the blitz, but we run right past it. Can't punch it into the end zone, no, but it is for a good gain. A 5-yard rush. Next play, 2nd and goal, though. Hammond drops back, but all this open space, and Hammond is going to take it. Touchdown, Spartans. That's touchdown number 4 for the junior quarterback, who's just been having a spectacular day. So the Blue Raiders are being brought on their heels. So let's see if we can finish the job and maybe get them backups in there, as Matt Matthews gonna take a hit here, gets it out regardless to Antoine Hawley, who picks up the gain of 10 there. And it's another 1st down, as we got 1st and 10 coming up. Matthews again, throwing to the right-hand side. Tim Christian making the reception, as this quarterback starting to find a rhythm here, in spite of going up against the blitz, but he can try to run 2, but this time, 3rd time is the charm in terms of calling the blitz. Daryl Hicks gets his 4th TFL. He has been a loss machine, and that is going to maybe wrap up this drive. Oh, yes, it is. Let's go. Brian Battle goes backwards, and they don't give him the forward progress. So another drive that we got to stop. We can really open it up right here. 1st and 10. Looking to the left-hand side. Gets it out to Cortez Mills. Can't make a man miss. But still a really nice catch there. Gain of 17. As we go 1st and 10 again, looking around. Gonna try to throw it back to his direction. I don't know what he was looking at. That was not a good decision. Dion Wicklock will make him pay for it. And that is Billy's 2nd interception of the game. Now, we do force him to go 3 and out despite that. But, you know, we still allowed a few points, man. That could have been more costly. So, we'll see if we can be a little bit better about protecting the football here, as we'll go ahead and send Jason Higgins out into motion. He's got 99 speed, and he almost breaks it. Oh, if he got away from that last defender. No way he was going to get caught. No shot. But a 1st down nonetheless. We are at midfield, as we'll go ahead and run it once again. This time with our regular tailback. And Bobby Russ, don't you get caught from behind. And he does. Oh, he got caught from behind. You hate to see it. A 46-yard run, though. That's our biggest play of the day. And we're going to go ahead and try to finish this play out. Hammond escaping the pocket. And he's going to get another touchdown here. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback from Warren, Ohio. As you can see, his teammates definitely excited about all of that. You love to see it. As look at this. Just realizing that the pocket is collapsing. Nobody's open downfield. And, you know, relies on his legs and gets a touchdown there. You love to see it. So 42-17 now is your score at this point, as Matthews will drop back. He's going to look to the left-hand side, gets it out to Hawley, and Hawley will pick up a handful of yards as well. A 6-yard catch. So a big drive, obviously, for the Blue Raiders here, as they need some points on the board desperately. And Matthews is going to continue to fight through the final whistle. How about Matthews there staying tight in the pocket? And now we're going to go right back to their no huddle. They are one of the most aggressive teams in the country, and we are seeing that they're exploiting the fact that we are not fully prepared for this kind of offense, for this kind of up-tempo, and we're feeling it here now. 1st and 10. Matthews looking over the right-hand side. We send another blitz, but we're not getting there soon enough, and we are just now getting sliced up and diced down in a goal line situation. 1st and goal. Matthews going to try to run in the end zone. He's going to be stood up at the 1-yard line, but I'm surprised that it's not going to be considered a touchdown there. That's very interesting. So now 2nd and goal here. Matthews runs it up the middle to Russ Hicks, and that offensive line destroyed our young and inexperienced D-line. And that's going to be barbecue chicken. They closed this game to an 18-point game, so definitely not completely out of it at this point. But how about this throw by Billy Hammond there? You love to see it. Getting across midfield, and it's another huge play for Bobby Russ. He's having a great collegiate debut as well, as Hammond runs it up the middle, looking for that speed option. He's just going to take it up himself. That's a gain of 8. So 70 yards rushing for Billy Hammond so far. A good day on the ground. He's trying to build off of it as Hammond looking for someone to get open. Nobody does, so he takes it out of bounds. But a 5-yard rush regardless does move the sticks, as the drive will continue. 2nd and 6. Hammond looking over to his left. Nobody is open there. He's going to try to take off with it, trying to get away from the defender. He is tired, but he fumbles the football. Our offensive lineman doesn't fall on it. He tries to pick it up and keep going. Not a good decision once again from Billy Hammond, and you can't blame the inexperience. He is a junior. And so, final play of the 3rd quarter here. The Blue Raiders, man, they are showing some life all of a sudden. We'll see if Matthews can do anything with it, as Matthews drops back, somehow gets out of that pressure, but it looks like the ball slips out of his hand, so it's going to be incomplete. As now, 2nd and 10 coming. Matthews again facing pressure up the middle, but Josh Pope with the catch. Early Austin, no, Ryan Herring's going to actually bring him down, but Josh Pope having a great day here. And if you are watching this on YouTube right now, go ahead and get them 4s in the chat. We're up 42-24. So let's go. 4th quarter now. Let's go to work. Second down coming. Matthews looks over the middle, and it's a strike to Josh Pope, who officially now has 100 yards on the day. He's been a bright spot. What's been a brutal performance with the Blue Raiders. Matthews looks right, tries to get it out to Tim Christian, but it's dropped. And our defense almost makes them pay for it, but instead, 3rd and 8. As Matthews in the shotgun, gonna drop back. Looks to the left-hand side. He's got a receiver. It's Brian Battle, who will go ahead and hang on, make the catch. And they're going to need a little bit more of that. 3rd and long coming. 5-wide set this time for the true freshman. Matthews looks over, and it's going to be picked off. It's going to be picked off by Antoine Williams. He's got some space. One man left to beat. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Brian Battle. How about Akeem Williams there with the pick? And that's a big-time interception as well, as that is going to make it so much more likely that we win this football game, that's for sure. But unfortunately, we don't do anything with it again. We got 2 turnovers in this game, both times, so they've been free and out. So certainly something that we need to work on, regardless of what the final result of this game is. But 2nd and 3 coming up, though. Matthews is going to go ahead, run it up the... No, he's going to get pressure up the middle as Darrell Hicks, he's having himself a day. That's his 3rd sack of the game so far. He's been a menace to society. We'll see if he can get sack number 4 here as Matthews this time gets it out quick, but Williams making some guys miss and goes through 3 defenders right there. How about that, making your first catch of today? As now, 1st and 10. Matthews dropping back, looks left, finds Brian Battle, who pushes forward for another 1st down. The Blue Raiders, they are going to be on the move. Do they have anything left in the tank? Matthews throwing across on the run, finds Antoine Hawley. That's a nice job there by the true freshman to keep the eyes upfield. Many quarterbacks, they will just go ahead and scramble in those types of situations. And Josh Pope picks up a gain of 11. Another big catch for Josh Pope. He's having himself a day against our secondary. Is now 1st and 10 again. Josh Pope left, not open. I thought he was going to go to the middle of the field with that, but we got manipulated with those eyes. Those eyes can do something to you. Showing some poise here in his first collegiate game. You can see why Mid-Tennessee State, they really like him as a future quarterback. They got their starter for the next 4 years, man. I'm sure any Mid-Tennessee State fans, as well as head coach Chris Gentry, feeling good about who he has at quarterback going forward. Although that could have very well been picked off. They certainly got lucky there. As now, 2nd down, Matthews throws over the middle and finds David Carter. Hey, Mr. Carter, where the heck have you been? Taking an absolute shot. And they're going to go for 2 here to make this a 2-score game. Matthews facing a blitz from the edge and runs out of time eventually. That's going to be a coverage sack. And with 4:30 left to play in this ball game, we got a chance to potentially run the remainder of this clock out. As now, 1st and 10. Hammond going to try to run down some of this clock. He's going to get it to Russ. Russ certainly cooking right now, as is the rest of our rushing game. Over 250 yards rushing today. That's what I love to see. That could be the basis of our offense. But we will still go play action. We got a man wide butt naked open downfield. It's Cortez Mills with a 26-yard strike. And it's a 1st and 10. In Mid-Tennessee State, you're going to wonder when they are going to go ahead and start using those timeouts. They are running extremely low on time right now. As we got 2nd down coming. Hammond looking to the right-hand side. Gets it out to Marcus. No, Wesley Johnson. He's been a stud today. 60 yards and a touchdown. You love to see that. So now we're getting to about that 3-minute mark. Starting to get into that territory where we start to run down some of this clock. 3 minutes left to play. And Russ, he's doing his thing. 177 yards rushing. But but we got to keep it kind of honest. Going to try to throw him off with the pass, and the pass was open, but we make the wrong decision, though, as we were trying to throw it out to Mike Holt. You hate that decision. That's his third interception of this game, and with 2:30 left, Mid-Tennessee State all of a sudden, they can certainly rally back. We'll see what the Blue Raiders have in store. It's 1st and 10. Matthews drops back. He's going to throw it to the left-hand side. Gets it to Brian Battle, but he's not going to be able to get out of bounds. So that clock will start as soon as the ball is ready to be snapped. Next play. Matthews, again, this time in the shotgun. He's going to try to run for the first down, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield by Chris Smith, who has also multiple sacks in this game. It eventually leads to a 3rd and long. Matthews dropping back, not running out of time. He does, as that is the sophomore running defensive lineman, Brandon Wiles. And last hope here for Blue Tennessee. Matthews, they go for a screen on 4th and 23 to their best playmaker, Josh Pope. It's going to be well short of a first down. And just for making our box score look a little bit better, we're going to go ahead and punch it into the end zone real quick. Hammond gets it almost to 50 points. So we don't exactly get the 50 burger to start this season, but we will make sure that we win this game, and winning so convincingly. So we win this game 49-30, and there were some things that I liked. There are some things that I don't like, but the most important thing for us here is we are now going to be 1-0, and that's what matters. Just be 1-0 every single week, as we will start our path to get back to the national championship game or back into the college football playoff. And that is how we need to do it. One game at a time. This is a good start to make those things come true. Alright, boys, so we do end up getting our very first win of the season. We win that opener for sure, man. But definitely some things that we need to work on. I mean, we gave up 30 points to Mid-Tennessee State, right? A team that did not make a bowl game last year. And their high-tempo offense, they gave us some trouble. And we also turned the football over. So definitely some things that we need to work on. But we buy ourselves another week as we try to get back to the college football playoff. Now, starting for us for the very first time was Billy Hammond, the junior from Warren, Ohio. And he had a lot of good, but also a lot of bad. He ends up with 4 touchdowns, but also threw 3 interceptions. He'll need to improve on his decision making. However, an element that I am really excited about this season is our running game. We got a duo in the backfield. Bobby Russ playing in his first collegiate game. The freshman from Wilwick, Ohio ends up with 25 carries, 185 yards, and a touchdown. But Billy Hammond, he brings a wrinkle into this offense though. 15 carries, 79 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now for the receiving game, I thought we did a relatively solid job of distributing the football among the starters. Cortez Mills did lead the way in this one. 8 catches, 105 yards, and a touchdown. Wesley Johnson, the true sophomore, also made a touchdown grab with 6 receptions for 59 yards. Perry Robertson, the senior tight end, with 4 for 41 and finding the end zone. And then the other tight end that found the end zone as well was Mike Holt with 3 catches and 23 yards. Now, defensively, we did manage to force a couple of turnovers, but again, giving up 30 points, we're not going to be able to win that way all the time. So definitely some improvement on defensive end as well. Ryan Herring ends up with 10 tackles in this one. He led the team with Akeem Williams, the senior, right behind him. But something that I was pretty happy about is our ability to get to the quarterback. It was a little shaky at first, but we did manage to make that enemy QB really field in this one. Daryl Hicks with 3 sacks in this one. He was all over the field. The guy from Iron Mountain, Michigan. Chris Smith was also able to rack up multiple sacks. And then Brandon Wiles, Kenneth Wood, and then Ryan Herring all managed to find a way to get to the quarterback. Speaking of Ryan Herring, we did also see him with an interception. So this junior safety from Coyers, Georgia, he really did a nice job of really just being all over the field. Also doing a nice job in coverage today was Akeem Williams. He also was able to get an interception, almost took it to the crib. However, he was tackled by one of the offensive linemen, which is a little bit on the embarrassing side. Now, one major game that we did end up seeing while we were having our matchup against Mid-Tennessee State, we had the Cowboys Classic between Cal and TCU, where our coach Gunner, the defensive coordinator, is currently at right now. It was a really competitive game. It was a top 10 matchup that features two teams that could possibly make it to the college football playoff, but Cal is going to come off on top 31-23, and TCU are going to fall all the way down to number 11 after a 1-0 start to this brand new season. But while we weren't the most impressive team on the planet, we did move up to number 10 in the country, and we take on a team that is also making their year 6 debut. Next time out, we will host the Bulls of Southern Florida, where Coach Grossman used to coach at. It's going to be a fun episode, going to be an interesting episode to see if we can build on some of the success that we did have in our opening game against Mid-Tennessee State. It's going to be an exciting episode once again, so I hope you guys are excited here for year number 6. There's a lot of pieces to be excited about, and if you're excited about it as well, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John Chick Gaming on the mic signing off, but I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.